பர்டிகுலர் ப்ராஜெக்டை ஒரு பேஷனேட்டாக உங்களை எது வந்து விச் இஸ் டிரைவிங் யூ அப்படின்றது தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறது ஆசைப்படுறோம்.
மாலை நேரத்தில் எங்கள் நகருக்கு வருகை புரிந்திருக்கக்கூடிய ஆர்கிடெக்ட் இதை ஏற்பாடு செய்திருக்கக்கூடிய அத்தனை பேருக்கும் என் முதலில் எனது வரவேற்பை தெரிவித்துக் கொண்டு என் வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். எப்படி இந்த கார்த்திபுரம் ஏற்பட்டது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிச்சுன்னா, பொதுவாக வந்து சிலதுகள் வந்து இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் வந்து நம்ம மனசுக்குள்ளே தோணணும். எப்படி இந்த மனசுக்குள்ளே தோணுது அப்படின்னு சொன்னால், யார் ஒருவர் வந்து முழு ஈடுபாடோடு இருக்கிறாங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு வந்து இது தோணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு இது ஒரு உதாரணம். நான் ஒரு 40-45 வருஷமாக ரியல் எஸ்டேட் துறையில் இருக்கேன். அப்போ நாம் எல்லா இடத்துலையும் இப்போ தமிழ்நாட்டில் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா, இப்போ எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு இன்றைக்கி ஒரு 350 இடத்துல டிடிசிபி லேஅவுட் வந்து இப்போ இங்கே கோயம்புத்தூர் சுற்றி இருக்குது. நாங்கள் இப்போ நீங்கள் பார்க்குற 2-3 அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட்டு ப்ளஸ் எங்களுதெல்லாம் வந்து பெருசாக நாங்கள் பண்ணுறதுனால அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் மூலம் ஜனங்களுக்கு நிறைய பேர் வரணும் அல்லது இந்த கம்பெனி டெவலப் பண்ணணுங்கிற முறையில் அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட்ஸ் போயிட்டுருக்கு. சரி, இந்த 3-4 மட்டும்தானா பேர் லேஅவுட்டே கோயம்புத்தூரில் இல்லையா அப்படின்னா, எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு ஒரு 350 இடத்துல 3 ஏக்கர் 5 ஏக்கர் 2 ஏக்கர் இன்றைக்கும் லேஅவுட் போட்டு தான் இருக்காங்க. ஃப்ரெஷ்ஷாக ஃபைல்ஸ் உள்ளே போயிட்டு தான் இருக்குது. அது அப்ரூவலுக்கு போயிருக்குது, இன்னும் வர வேண்டியது இருக்குது. நிறைய இந்த மாதிரி இன்னும் வந்துக்கிட்டே தான் இருக்கும். இது கடந்த சொல்லப்போனால் மனிதன் வந்து ஒரு 50-100 வருஷமாக நம்ம ரியல் எஸ்டேட்னு ஆரம்பித்ததுக்கப்புறம் இது ஏற்பட்ட ஒரு சாதாரணமான ஒரு நிகழ்வு. நான் லேஅவுட் போடுறேன், என்னை பார்த்து இவர் போடுறாரு, இவர் பார்த்து அவர் போடுறாரு. கொஞ்சம் பரிமாண வளர்ச்சி அப்படின்னு எடுத்ததுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணாங்கன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, ஆர்ச் பண்ணாங்க. முதல்ல ஆடிட்டர் ராஜன் ஒருத்தர் தான் வந்து திருப்பூரில் இந்த ரியல் எஸ்டேட்டுக்கு வந்து ஆர்ச் அப்படிங்கிறதே ஒரு பில்லர் நிறுத்தி பேர் எழுதணும்னு பண்ணதே வந்து அது ஒரு கிட்டத்தட்ட 50 வருஷம் முந்தைய அவர் பாராட்டக்கூடிய ஒன்று அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, நான் இதுவரைக்கும் பார்த்ததில் வந்து பொள்ளாச்சியில் மகாலிங்கபுரம் வந்து தான் வந்து ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு இன்றைக்கி இதை விட எனக்கு சாதனை எதுன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா அதைத்தான் நான் சொல்வேன். ஏன்னா ஒரு 40-45 வருஷத்துக்கு முந்தையே நாங்கள் என்ன செய்யணுமோ அதை அவங்க பொள்ளாச்சியில் ஒரே ஒருத்தர் தான் செஞ்சுருக்கார். ஆக்சுவலாக என்ன நடந்திருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு நான் எதிர்பார்க்குறேன் அப்படின்னா, பொள்ளாச்சி மகாலிங்கபுரம் பார்த்ததுக்கப்புறம் எங்கள் மாதிரி ரியல் எஸ்டேட் போடுறவங்க டோட்டலாக சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி தன்னுடைய மைண்டை மாற்றி பண்ணியிருந்தா நஷ்டம் ஒன்றும் இல்லை. எங்களுக்கு ஒன்றும் நஷ்டம் இல்லை. என்ன வேஸ்டேஜ் பண்ணுறோமோ அதை மக்கள் இடத்துலேருந்து வாங்கிடுறோம். எங்களுக்கு லாஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது கிடையாது. என்ன விலைக்கு வாங்குகிறோம், என்ன செலவு பண்ணுறோம், அதுக்கு என்ன இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் கொடுக்குறோம், இது எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து தான் இடத்து மேலே வைக்கிறோம். அந்த மாற்றம் ஏன் வரலின்னு எனக்கே வந்து ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு கேள்விக்குறியாக இருக்குது. ஏன்னா ஒரு மகாலிங்கம் வந்து நிறைய பேர் யார் இதில் பார்க்கலிங்க, பொள்ளாச்சி பார்க்காதவங்களே இதில் இருக்க முடியாதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். பொள்ளாச்சி போனவங்க அத்தனை பேருமே மகாலிங்கபுரத்தை பார்க்காதவங்க இருக்கிறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இல்லை. ஏன்னா எல்லாமே இன் அண்ட் அரௌண்ட் கோயம்புத்தூர் பீப்புள் தானுங்க. எப்படி இருந்தாலும் பொள்ளாச்சி டச் பண்ணும்போது இருக்குது. ரொம்ப பியூட்டிஃபுல்லாக வந்து 45 வருஷம் முந்தி பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. அட்லீஸ்ட் அதை பார்த்தாவது நாங்கள் ரியல் எஸ்டேட் போடுறவங்க சைட் போட்டிருந்தோம் அப்படின்னா இன்றைக்கி டோட்டலாக கோயம்புத்தூரினுடைய ஃபேஸ் லிஃப்டே மாறி இருக்கும். இது இப்போ இருக்கிற கோயம்புத்தூர் வேறு, அந்த மகாலிங்கபுரத்துக்கு அப்புறம் வந்து ஒரு 10 பேரோ 20 பேரோ 5 பேரோ ஒரு முதல் முயற்சி இப்போ கார்த்திபுரம் மாதிரி எடுத்திருந்தாங்கன்னா இன்றைக்கி வந்து அது நம்ம கோயம்புத்தூர் வந்து அன்கம்பேரபிள்னு சொல்லக்கூடிய ஒரு இடத்துக்கு போயிருக்கும். காரணம் என்னென்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில் எல்லா பரிமாண வளர்ச்சியும் ஆயிடுச்சுங்க. பார்த்திங்கன்னா எல்எம்டபிள்யூக்கு மேலே இன்றைக்கி ஒரு பெரிய இண்டஸ்ட்ரி இல்லை. காலேஜ் எடுத்துட்டிங்கன்னா பிஹெச்டிக்கு மேலே இல்லை. அப்படி ஒரு துறையிலையும் வந்து கோயம்புத்தூரில் வந்து சிறப்பாக வந்துட்டுருக்கு. ரியல் எஸ்டேட்டில் மட்டும் இது வரைக்கும் எப்படின்னா எல்லாம் பழமையாக என்ன தொட்டு பண்ணுறாங்களோ அதைத்தான் பண்ணிகிட்ருக்காங்க. சரி, இது எப்படி அப்படிங்கிறத நினச்சிட்டு இருக்கும்போது எனக்கு எப்படி இது ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு, இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இடம் 200 ஏக்கரால் எப்படி மக்கள் வருவாங்கங்கிறது நிறைய பேருக்கு ஒரு கேள்விக்குறியாக இருக்குது. நான் காலேஜில் படிக்கும்போது மவுண்ட் ரோடு தான் வந்து சென்னையில் வந்து ஒரே ஒரு இடம் நின்று பார்க்க வேண்டிய இடம் அப்படின்னா 50 வருஷத்துக்கு முந்தி மவுண்ட் ரோடு ஒன்று மட்டும்தான். இப்போ இருக்கக்கூடிய அண்ணா நகரோ டி நகரோ அன்றைக்கி இல்லைங்க. சும்மா சாதாரணமாக வீடுக்கு ஆகிட்டு இருக்கிறத தவிர அங்கே போய் பார்க்குற மாதிரி எதுவுமே இல்லை. இன்றைக்கி பார்த்திங்கன்னா மவுண்ட் ரோடு வந்து மாறி மவுண்ட் ரோடு வந்து ஆஃபீஸ் காம்ப்ளெக்ஸாகவும் டி நகர் அண்ணா நகரில் இருக்கக்கூடிய கடைகள் வந்து ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய ஷாப்பிங் பர்ச்சேசிங் சென்டராகவும் வந்து மாறிடுச்சு 50 வருஷத்தில். அதை மனசில் வச்சு பார்க்கும்போது என் மைண்டில் என்ன பட்டதுன்னா, டவுன் ஹால் வந்தது. டவுன் ஹால் ஒரு பெரிய சோபா கிளாஸ் சென்டரில் போய் நாங்கள்லாம் காலேஜில் படிக்கும்போது துணி எடுக்கிறது ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய சாதனையாக இருந்தது. அதுக்கப்புறம் பார்த்திங்கன்னா காந்திபுரம் வந்தது. வரும்போது ஒரு வரவேற்பே இல்லை. இப்போ காந்திபுரத்தில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஸ்ரீதேவி டெக்ஸ்டைல்ஸ் லட்சுமி காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் பக்கத்தில் சென்ட்டு 4 கோடின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. டவுன் ஹாலில் வந்து சென்ட்டு 20,000 ரூபா இருக்கும்போது காந்திபுரத்தில் வந்து அந்த இடத்துல பஸ் ஸ்டாண்டு வரும்போது 4,000 ரூபா தான் விலை. ராம் நகரில் 2,500 ரூபா 2,000 ரூபா தான் விலை. இன்றைக்கி என்ன ஆகிப்போச்சு அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இப்போ டவுன் ஹாலை மிஞ்சி 4 மடங்கு 5 மடங்கு 10 மடங்கு காந்திபுரம் போயிடுச்சு. காரணம் என்னென்னா, அந்த ரோடு ஒரு ரோடுனால ஆர்எம்கேவி போத்தீஸ் இருக்கிற அந்த கிராஸ்கட் ரோடுனால தான் இன்றைக்கி காந்திபுரத்துக்கு ஒரு வேல்யூ. அப்போ இந்த ஒரே ஒரு சின்ன கம்பேரிசன் எடுத்துகிட்டு நான் என்ன பண்ணேன்னா, கோயம்புத்தூரில் இனி வந்து டவுன் ஹாலு, ஆர்எஸ்புரம், நார்த் கோயம்புத்தூர் இதெல்லாம் சேர்ந்த மாதிரி காந்திபுரம் இருக்கிற மாதிரி இன்னொரு திருச்சி ரோட்டில் ஒன்று, அவனாசி ஒன்று கண்டிப்பாக வந்து நகரனுடைய வளர்ச்சிக்கு கூடி சீக்கிரம் தேவை அப்படிங்கிறது என் மனசுக்கு பட்டதுக்கப்புறம் தான் இந்த லேண்டு கிடைக்கும் போது என் மைண்டில் என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா, இது அருமையான இடம் நம்மளுக்கு கிடச்சி போச்சு அப்படிங்கிறத நான் பிறந்த ஃபஸ்ட் டே இட் செல்ஃப் நான் டிசைட் பண்ணேன். நான் முடிவு பண்ணி இப்போ இன்றைக்கி ஆல்மோஸ்ட் 6.5 வருஷம் முடிஞ்சது. நான் ஃபஸ்ட் எடுத்தோடனே இது வெளியே சொல்லலை, எங்கள் கூட இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு கூட சொல்லலை. ஏன்னா இடம் கவர் பண்ண முடியாது. ஒரு 110 பார்ட்டிக்கிட்ட இடத்த கவர் பண்ணி இப்படி போட்டால் சரியாக வரும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி இந்த இது பார்த்திங்கன்னா ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு இதாக 4 ரோடை லிங்க் பண்ணுற மாதிரி ஸ்டேட் ஹைவே ரோடுங்க, அவனாசி ரோடு, அரசூர் போகிறதுக்கு, இந்த பக்கம் எடுத்துட்டிங்கன்னா காலப்பட்டி போகிறதுக்கு எல்லாமே ஒரு சென்டராக இருக்கிற மாதிரி 4 பக்கம் கவர் பண்ணோம்னா இது சக்ஸஸ் ஆகுதுன்னு மனசுக்கு பட்டதுனால தான் இவ்வளவு பெரிய ப்ராஜெக்ட்டு போனால் தான் இது சக்ஸஸ் ஆகுங்கிற நிர்பந்தத்தில் தான் வந்து நான் என்னுடைய கெப்பாசிட்டிக்கு மேலே இதை செய்ய வேண்டிய ஒரு நிர்பந்தத்துக்கு நான் தள்ளப்பட்டுட்டேன். ஏன்னா அளவாக 10 ஏக்கரா 50 ஏக்கரா 100 ஏக்கரா போட்டு ரோடை போட்டு இந்த மாதிரி வரும்னா யாரும் அதை ஏற்றுக்க மாட்டாங்க. நம்ம செஞ்சு காட்டணும். இப்போது செஞ்சு காட்டி 80 அடி 60 அடி போட்டு நாங்கள் ஃபுல் பேஜ் பேப்பரில் அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் போட்டதுக்கப்புறம் கூட இந்த துறையில் சம்மந்தப்பட்டவங்க கூட வந்து பார்க்கல. இந்த துறையில் சம்மந்தப்பட்டவங்க கூட ஒரு 5 கிலோமீட்டர் தான். என்ன தான் நடக்குதுங்க? என்ன இந்த ஆள் கார்த்திபுரம்ங்கிறாங்க, ரேஸ் கோர்ஸினுடைய டேட்டை போடுறாங்க, அதுக்கப்புறம் எஸ்ஆர்பி காலனிங்கிறாங்க, காந்திபுரம்ங்கிறாங்க, அடுத்தது கார்த்திபுரம்ங்கிறாங்க. இது என்ன பொய்யா நிஜமாக? நம்ம அட்லீஸ்ட்டு வந்து பார்த்துருக்கலாம். அது வந்து இப்போ இங்கே இருக்கிறவங்களே வந்து இப்போது ஏதோ ஒருத்தர் 2 பேர் சார் வந்து 2-3 தடவை வந்து பார்த்துட்டு போனார். மற்றவங்க எனக்கு பார்த்துருக்கலாம், என்னை பார்த்துட்டு அப்படியே கூட போயிருக்கலாம். ஃபஸ்ட் டைம் வர்றவங்களுக்கு பார்க்கும்போது இன்றைக்கி இப்போ நீங்கள் பார்த்துருக்குறீங்க, இன்னும் வெளியே லைட்டெல்லாம் போட்டிருக்கோம். இது நான் நினச்சதில் ஒரு 70%க்கு மேலே ஃபினிஷ் பண்ணிட்டேன். இன்னும் ஒரு 30% நான் நினச்சது முடிக்க வேண்டியது இருக்குது. அது எனக்கு ஒரு பெரிய கஷ்டம் இல்லைங்க. சைட் சேல்ஸ் ஆரம்பித்தாச்சு. இந்த பணத்தை திரும்ப ரீஇன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணும்போது இது உண்மையாலுமே ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு சிறப்பான நகரமாக வருங்கிறதுல எனக்கு எந்த சந்தேகமும் இல்லை. இதில் என்னென்னா, ஒரு நிகழ்வு சிறக்கணும் அப்படின்னா ஒரு ஆளால் எதையும் செய்ய முடியாதுங்க. அதில் வந்து எனக்கு ஒரு பார்ட் இருக்குது, கட்டடம் கட்டுறவங்களுக்கு ஒரு பார்ட் இருக்குது. நீங்கள் வந்து எலிவேஷன் இன்ஜினியர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது வந்து அது எப்படி கொண்டு போகிறது அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு பார்ட் இருக்குது. ஒரு படம் எடுக்கும்போது டைரக்டர் தயாரிப்பாளருங்கிற மாதிரி எத்தனை அதில் டெக்னீஷியன்ஸ் இருக்கிறாங்க, அதை வச்சு தான் அந்த படத்தினுடைய ஹிட் இருக்குது. இப்போ நான் வந்து மெயினான இதை பூரா முடிச்சிட்டேன். எங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சது வந்து மண்ணை போட்டு ரோடை போட்டு கல்லை நட்டுறது தான் எங்களுக்கு தெரியும். அடுத்ததுக்கு எங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. தெரிஞ்சிருந்தாலும் ஒருத்தர்னால இவ்வளோ தான் முடியும். ஒரு 1000 கோடி ரூபா 2000 கோடி ரூபா ப்ராஜெக்ட் மேலே நம்ம ஒரு சாதாரண நபர், நாம் ஒரு பெரிய கார்ப்பரேட் கம்பெனி கிடையாது. பண்ணி வந்து நாம் வந்து இனி ஃபர்தராக வந்து பண்ணுறதுன்னா தேர் இழுக்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு 1000 பேர் இருந்தால் தான் இதை கொண்டு போக முடியும். அதனால தான் இப்போ உங்கள் மாதிரி இருக்கிறோம். நான் சார் கூட பேசிகிட்டு இருக்கும்போது நான் ஒரு இதை ஏற்பாடு பண்ணுறேனுங்கன்னாரு. இப்போ சென்ற வாரம் வந்து ஆர்கிடெக்டு இவங்க பில்டர்ஸ் அசோசியேஷன் ஒரு மீட்டிங் போட்டாங்க. அதுக்கு முந்தி வந்து ஸ்ட்ரக்சரல் இன்ஜினியரிங் ஒரு மீட்டிங் போட்டாங்க. அப்போ உங்களை வச்சு எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சவங்களை வச்சு ஒரு இது கண்டக்ட் பண்ணுறோம் சார். அது வந்து உங்களுக்கும் இதாக இருக்கும். அட்லீஸ்ட் என்ன கோயம்புத்தூரில் போயிட்டுருக்குதுன்னு அவங்களுக்கும் தெரியும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னதுனால தான் சார் தான் வந்து இதை வந்து சதீஷ் சார் தான் ஏற்பாடு பண்ணார். செஞ்சதில் என்ன ஒரு இதுன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, ரேஸ் கோர்ஸ் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சாதாரணமாக வாயில் சொல்கிறோம். அது வந்து ஒரே கையெழுத்து போட்டால் வேலை முடிஞ்சதுங்க. ரேஸ் கோர்ஸ் உருவானதில் வந்து நல்லா இருக்குதுங்கிறது வேற, நம்மளுக்கு கோயம்புத்தூருக்கு பெருமை சேர்க்குதுங்கிறது வேற. அது யாரும் கஷ்டப்படல. வெள்ளைக்காரன் எடுத்தால் இது இப்படி தான் மேப் இருக்கணும்னா கையெழுத்து போட்டால் முடிஞ்சு போச்சு, இம்ப்ளிமெண்டேஷன் முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. இப்போ நீங்கள் எஸ்ஆர்பி காலனி நல்லா இருக்குதுங்கிறீங்க. எஸ்ஆர்பி காலனியில் என்ன பண்ணாங்க, அந்த ரோடுக்கு இந்த ரோட்டுக்கும் 30 அடிக்கு பதிலாக 40 அடி கைத்தை கட்டி சைட்டை விற்றார். அவர் வேலை முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. நான் அவங்கள குறை சொல்கிறதா நீங்கள் நினைக்க வேண்டாம். அவங்களுடைய வேலைப்பளு வந்து என்னுடைய வேலைப்பளுவில் 10% கூட இல்லை. பட் நான் அப்படி இல்லைங்க. நாம் சாதாரண ஆள். ஒரு 120 பேர்த்த ஒன்று சேர்த்து விவசாயிகளை அதுக்கு பணத்தை போட்டு அப்ரூவல் வாங்கி எத்தனை அதிகாரிகளை மீட் பண்ணி இதில் எவ்வளோ சிக்கல் பண்ணும்போது இவ்வளோ பெரிய லேஅவுட்டுக்கு வந்து என்விரான்மெண்டல் சர்டிஃபிகேட் கண்டிப்பாக வாங்கணும் அப்படின்ட்டாங்க. அதுக்காக ஒரு 6-7 மாதம் அப்ரூவல் வந்ததுக்கப்புறம் ப்ளஸ் பொல்யூஷன் சர்டிஃபிகேட் என்விரான்மெண்டல் வாங்கும்போது பொல்யூஷன் கம்பல்சரின்ட்டாங்க. அந்த சர்டிஃபிகேட்டு அது முடிஞ்ச ரெரா வந்து ஃபுல்லாக முடிஞ்சதாக ரெரா இல்லை நாங்கள் வித்துட்டே பண்ணிக்கலாம்னா நடக்காது, எல்லாம் ஃபோட்டோஸ் வேணுங்கிறாங்க. கீழே அண்டர் கிரவுண்ட் சீவேஜ் வாட்டர் லைன் போயிட்டுருக்குது. எப்படி நீங்கள் ஃபோட்டோ எடுத்து சப்மிட் பண்ணி ரெரா வாங்குவீங்க? வாங்க முடியாது. அப்போது நாங்கள் பணத்தை போட்டுட்டு திரும்ப ஒரு வருஷம் திரும்ப 6 மாதம் வெயிட் பண்ணி எல்லாத்தையும் ஒன்று சேர்த்தி பண்ணுது அப்படிங்கிறத நீங்கள் இமேஜின் பண்ணி பார்த்தா எவ்வளோ கஷ்டங்கிறது தெரியும். சாதாரணமாக உள்ளே வர்றாங்க, இது என்ன செஞ்சுருக்கிறோங்கிறதே நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியறதில்ல. காரில் அப்படியே பார்க்குறாங்க, என்ன விலைன்னு கேட்குறாங்க. ஒரு விலை சொல்கிறோம், விலை ரொம்ப அதிகங்க, இந்த மாதிரிலாம் எப்படிங்க அப்ரிசியேஷன் ஆகும் அப்படின்ட்டு போயிடுறாங்க. என்ன நடக்குது, எதனால இந்த வேலை சொல்கிறாங்க, இந்த ப்ரைஸ் அது ஒர்த்தா அப்படின்னு எனக்கு இது வரைக்கும் வந்து கேட்டவங்களில் வந்து ஒரு 2% 3% தான். பட் அவங்களே ஒத்துக்கிறாங்க இது கரெக்ட் தான், எங்களுக்கு தெரியல, ப்ரைவேட் ஃபேஸியாக பார்த்தோன்னே எங்களுக்கு புரியல, இவ்வளோ விஷயம் இருக்குது அப்படின்னு. என்னன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, டிடிசிபி லேஅவுட் அப்படிங்கிறது கவர்மெண்ட் நார்ம்ஸ் ரூல்ஸ் அண்ட் ரெகுலேஷனுக்கு உட்பட்டு போடக்கூடிய ஒரு இது. அது போட்டாலே பெரிய சாதனையை நினைக்கிறாங்க. நாங்கள் அப்படி இல்லை, ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் அப்ளிகேஷன் கொடுத்தோம் கவர்மெண்ட்டுக்கு. டிடிசிபி நார்ம்ஸ் என்னவோ அந்த ரோடை விட எங்களுக்கு 10 அடி அதிகமாக வேணும்னு ஃபஸ்ட்டு அப்ளிகேஷன் கொடுத்தது நான் தான். யாருமே இது வரைக்கும் வந்து இருக்கிறத கொடுங்கன்னு தான் கேட்டு வாங்கியிருக்காங்களே தவிர 10 அடி வந்து நாங்கள் 23 அடி ரோடு எங்களுக்கு கிடையாது. 33 இருக்கிற இடத்துல 43 இருக்கக்கூடிய இடத்துல 60 இருக்கிற இடத்துல 80 போடும்போது நம்மளுக்கு என்ன ஆகுதுன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, 100 சைட்டுக்கு வர வேண்டிய பணம் வந்து 85 சைட்டில் எடுக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு நிர்பந்தத்துக்கு நாங்கள் தள்ளப்படுறோம். அது பர் சென்ட் 5 ரூபா வருதுங்க. இந்த டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் லேண்டுடைய டிஃப்ரென்ஸ். அது போக வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா அண்டர் கிரவுண்ட் சீவேஜ் வாட்டர் லைனுக்கு மாத்திரம் ஒரு அரௌண்ட் 100 crores வருது. 2 லைன் போட வேண்டியதாக இருக்குது. ஏன்னா அண்டர் கிரவுண்ட் கேபிள் போடுறதுனால 2 ட்ரென்ச்சு போடணும். மேலே வந்து கம்பியே இல்லாத மாதிரி பண்ணணும்னு பண்ணியிருக்கோம். இப்படி பார்த்திங்கன்னா அது அடிக்கிட்டே போனால் அது அரை மணி நேரம் ஆகும். பார்க்குக்கு நாங்கள் செலவு பண்ணது, ஆர்ச்சுக்கு வந்து ஒரு இடத்துலையும் 33 சென்ட் இழந்திருக்கிறோம். தண்ணிக்கு 10 கோடி ரூபா டெபாசிட் கட்டியிருக்கிறோம். பவானி தண்ணி பண்ணி கோயம்புத்தூர்லேன்னு சொல்கிறத விட எங்கேயுமே இல்லாத மாதிரி பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் பண்ணிட்டோம். என்ன ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்டில் வந்து சக்ஸஸ் ஆகிரும், எல்லோரும் வந்து பார்க்குறீங்க வரும் அப்படிங்கிறது வேறு விஷயம். இது இவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்படணுமா கோயம்புத்தூர்லேங்கிறத எனக்கு ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு கேள்விக்குறியாக இருக்குது. ஏன்னா நாங்கள் வந்து எல்லா ஊர்லேயும் தொழில் பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்கும்போது இப்போ இவங்க மேடம் வந்து எங்களுடைய நிர்வாகத்தை பார்த்துக்கிறவங்க கேட்டாங்க, சார் சேல்ஸுக்கு நம்ம எதுவுமே பண்ணலையே, நீங்கள் பாட்டில் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்கீங்களே அப்படின்னு என்னை கேட்டாங்க. அவங்க நான் சொன்னேன், நீங்கள் பேசாமல் இருங்க, இந்த விலைன்னு சொன்னால் க்யூவில் நின்று வாங்கிட்டு போயிடுவாங்க. கோயம்புத்தூர்காரருக்கு எவ்வளோ தூரம் நம்ம ஒன்றும் விளக்கமெல்லாம் சொல்ல வேண்டியதில்லை, அந்த அளவுக்கு ஒரு விவரம் உள்ள ஆட்கள் அப்படின்னா இவங்க அப்படிங்களா அப்படின்னாங்க. அது கடைசியில் பார்த்ததுன்னா, நாங்கள் கோயில்பட்டியில் வந்து நீங்கள் எல்லாம் நினைக்கிறீங்க தென் மாவட்டம் வந்து ரொம்ப ஒர்ஸ்ட்டு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நானும் அப்படி தான் நினச்சிட்டு இருந்தேன். ஒன்றுமே அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு நினைக்கிறோம். இன்றைக்கி நான் கோயில்பட்டியில் உருவாக்கின நகர் வந்து கோயில்பட்டிக்கு ஈக்குவலாக ஒரு 1000 ஏக்கர் எடுத்து நான் டவுன்ஷிப் டெவலப் பண்ணேன். 30 வருஷம் ஆச்சு. இன்றைக்கி வந்து அது ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு நகராக இருக்குது. மிகப்பெரிய வரவேற்பு அடைஞ்சிருக்குது அந்த இடம். ஒரு புது பஸ் ஸ்டாண்ட் வந்திருக்கு, 8 ஸ்கூல் வந்திருக்கு, நாங்களே காலேஜ் கட்டியிருக்கிறோம். இதெல்லாம் சாத்தியமுங்க. சாத்தியம் இல்லாத நம்ம எதுவுமே சொல்லலை. பட் கோயம்புத்தூரில் இவ்வளவு தூரம் படிச்சிருந்து, இவ்வளவு வசதி இருந்து, அட்லீஸ்ட் வந்து பார்க்கலாங்கிற ஒரு அவேர்னஸ் இல்லைங்கிற ஒரே ஒரு கவலை நினைக்கும் போது, அப்போ நம்மளுக்கு தான் தெரியலையா, இல்லை என்னன்னே என்னால் வந்து இந்த நிமிஷத்து வரைக்கும் எனக்கு அதுக்கு விட என்னால் கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியலைங்க. அதனால் நீங்கள் இங்கே வந்திருக்கிறவங்க பாருங்கள், ஏதாவது டவுட் இருந்தால் பர்சனலாக, தப்பு இருக்கலாம், நான் வந்து எல்லாமே சரியாக செஞ்சுட்டேன் அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்கிறதுக்கு ரெடி இல்லை. இது ஒரு ஃபஸ்ட் அட்டம்ப்ட். ஏன்னா இப்போ கூட நினைக்கிறேன் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நல்லா தான் பண்ணியிருக்கலாமே, இன்னும் சிங்கப்பூர்லேருந்து கொஞ்சம் பேர்த்த வர சொல்லி இன்ஜினியர்களோடு டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணி, இப்போ ரமணிசங்கர் தான் பண்ணியிருக்கிறது, இன்னும் ஒரு டிஸ்கஷன் வச்சுருந்தோம்னா இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பெட்டராக போயிருக்குமோ அப்படிங்கிறத உணர்வு தான் எங்களுக்கு இருக்குது. நாங்கள் எல்லாமே நல்லா பண்ணிட்டோம், இதில் தப்பே இல்லை, நீங்கள் எல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டு ஓகேன்னு சொல்லுங்கிறத நான் சொல்லலை. எங்களால் பெஸ்ட்டே என்ன முடியுமோ இருந்தோம் அதை நாங்கள் பண்ணியிருக்கிறோம். உங்கள் சஜஷன் சொல்லுங்கள், உங்கள் பார்ட்டி கிளைண்ட்ஸுக்கிட்ட சொல்லுங்கள், நீங்கள் இதை பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணுங்கள். கோயம்புத்தூர் வந்து ஒரு சிறப்பான நகரமாக ஏற்படுத்துறதால எல்லாருடைய பங்கும் இருந்தோம்னா தான் நம்ம இருக்கக்கூடிய ஊருக்கு வந்து ஒரு சிறப்பு. அந்த பங்கு உங்களுக்கெல்லாம் வந்திருக்கிறவங்க அத்தனை பேருக்கு இருக்குது என்று கூறிக்கொண்டு அடுத்ததாக.
தேங்க்யூ சார். ஆக்சுவலி சார் வந்துட்டு ஆக்சுவலி ஐ ஜஸ்ட் வாண்ட் டு ஸோ த திங் இஸ், அவர் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த விஷன் என்னங்கிறத என்னுடைய he have a vision. He wants to bring out something very great project to the city, but he really he's expressing all his like in a shortcomings, whatever shortcomings are there, so he wants to express all that. So he's like, and the vision endradhu vandu he want to make it something bigger for the city. That is one single vision. So adukku enalla vandu struggles that he is facing endradha solittu irukkaru. So thank you so much. And he's a very and you can't see a person like him because he's very simple that way, and like a common man pesra mari அவர் எல்லாத்தையுமே அவருடைய he will share all his thoughts. That's how he is. So thank you so much, sir. Definitely we have all these people, so I don't want to take any more time. Over to Nazar. So let's begin the discussion. I believe that we are going to have really some interesting discussion and contribution from all of you. Thank you so much. Nazar, over to you.
Let's get this started, and we're going to have about 45 to 50, 60 minutes approximately, and then we'll take it up from there. So a few years back, I met a good friend of mine here, a very old friend of mine. Their business is traditional business of jewelry making and jewelry retail and all that. This firm is more than 100 years old. They've recently celebrated the 100th year celebration. So while I was talking to one of the brothers, the recent past, maybe about 10 years back, he said, Nasser, we missed a wonderful opportunity because we never thought that Coimbatore would have so many corporate jewelers coming and having established so many outlets here. So if you go to any town in any city in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, even in North India, you see so many jewelers come in. How many of you noticed that? So the question here is, so he was asking, we underestimated the city of Coimbatore. Okay, I don't know whether you read this book called It Happened in India. How many of you know this book, It Happened in India? It is written by Kishore Biyani, the guy who started Big Bazaar and all that. At one point of time, this was sold in every single Big Bazaar street. So the introduction is very interesting introduction. It says something like that. We underestimated India. That's why we laid bad roads. We underestimated the people in India who could not, we thought that they will not fly that often. That's why we made the airport smaller. Things like that, it goes on. Now, if you see, many of the people are saying recently that, many of the airports are looking like the local city's town bus stand. That much of crowd, And even if you see, the luxury segment is very high. I was talking to a couple of days back, Satish was talking about, me being in the Middle East. Mohammed Bhai has got office in Dubai. So all that happened, and we were actually looking for a very big intake from April onwards. But unfortunately, the day that I landed here, the next day the war took off, and then whole lot of sudden thing fallen. Couple of days back, I was talking to one of the real estate friend of mine is into real estate in Dubai, and he works with all the big brands, Emaar and Dubai Properties and Shobha Developers and all of that. And he said, Nasser Bhai, yesterday there was a launch of Shobha Developers in Abu Dhabi. they've announced a real estate project. 1,100 people in a big auditorium. Everybody has to pay 20,000 dirhams to buy the token. 1,100 people have bought 20,000 rupees, 20,000 dirhams token. And inside the hall, you see so many number boards placed different places. It's like token number 123. So one guy will go inside, they'll start discussing. There are a lot of LCDs kept here and there. And this guy will go and block a particular house that he wants. So it's already blocked. It's shown on the LED screen. And then the other guy will say, oh my God, disappointed. I wanted to buy that. Somebody else has bought it. So in about 20, just see the kind of a scenario that they are building. If you go to Dubai airport, you see so many sober developers advertisement everywhere. And I was told it is sold at much higher price compared to Imar or any other properties. So one way we feel happy because it's by an Indian who's running that. It's not any sheikh company like Dubai Properties or Imar or whatever. So that's another point that I want to talk about. We are talking about war on the other side, whereas people are literally not spending money for anything. They just spend money on the shoppings and all these essential products. But whereas the other side, you see, people are queuing up with token system. So what is happening? This is one thing. So what I wanted to do, we need to really thank a person like Karthikeyan sir, because you need to have a bigger vision to do something like that. And everybody has got vision, yes or no? Being a business coach, I speak to every single business owner. They keep talking about, I want to build $1 billion organization. It's okay, fine. But what next? That's where the problem. Everybody thinks, everybody visualize. But when it comes to the rubber hitting the road, that's the problem. Because we don't have any actionable thing to take care. I was talking to Satish, I watch a lot of, interviews of successful people. Two brothers came to India in 2016. One guy from US, an investment banker. Another guy from London, again an investment banker and a technocrat. They went to Goa. They wanted to buy a villa. They found they were not able to allocate a proper villa. And eventually they wanted to start something of their own. It's called Ispravo. I don't know whether you know about this organization. 10 years down the line, they have clocked 1,000 crores. They're not engineers. They're not architects. They're not having any real estate background. And today, they sell super luxury villas. And who are their customers? If you go, they're people like cricketers and film stars and so on and so forth. Recently, I looked at their website. They have a property in Kunnur also. So what are we doing this? People from outside, they come in. They do a lot of things. And they make a lot of money. And we miss the bus. Great. Yeah. So I just want to set the context here. And that could be the good starting point where I want all of you to chip in. First of all, thank you so much for being here. And I want we just wanted to have a quick introduction. I have good details about you, but I wanted to have this introduction in a different way because coming from a networking organization, I feel that every single opportunity is a networking opportunity. And you don't know where you get what, right? So it's a good time to get networked with each other because Satish and I, we were running this roundtable for many such organizations. And many people who are CXOs of different companies, they represent one company. Today, after 3 years down the line, 4 years down the line, they have changed the organization, but their network is pretty strong. They still be in touch with each other. They still do business with each other. They still exchange ideas with each other, things of that sort. So the point that I want to drive home is that let's make this an opportunity to at least connect with each other. So what I wanted to do is I want you to introduce yourself in a slightly different format, at less than 60 seconds. One, you can tell about your name. Second, your organization. Third, what kind of services that you do. I'm sure each one of you have different kind of unique services. And the last one is what is unique about your service, right? So that way we get to know about each other in a very structured format. Just answer these 4 questions, your name, your organization, and what exactly you do, and what is so unique about you. Okay? So we'll start from the ladies first. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Divya Subramaniam. I'm an interior designer. I run a firm called River Interior Design. We focus on healthy interiors on the basis of biophilic interior design, where we include elements of nature into the living spaces. So which is the future also. Thank you.
My name is Venkat Lakshmi. I'm an architect. I specialize in landscape architecture. My company's name is Interface Architecture. We have been designing landscape open spaces of different scales and different genres. The roundabout in front of Brookfields near Kakani School, that's being done by us. Arvind Eye Hospital, Gem Hospital, these are some of the hospitals what we have designed. Residential landscapes is like a bread and butter. We have been designing townships as well for EVA promoters, Anushree Homes and all that. So my specialization or value addition, what I bring into each and every project is that usable open space. If we ask what is the limited resource, what is the scarce resource in real estate segment, people would say it's land. Actually, I would say it's an open space because that's the most underrated thing. So my job is to bring on value addition to the open space, create usable open spaces where people spend time outdoors. That is my value addition. Thank you.
Good evening all. My name is Pasupati. My firm name is Design for Architects. I'm an architect. I'm doing residential interior projects. My special thing is I'm doing modern architecture and smart homes. Mostly I'm doing all smart homes, smart living in all the areas in the residence. Thank you.
Hi, good evening everyone. I'm architect Logan from Radix Arts. My firm name is Radix Arts. So basically we do, obviously I'm an architect, I do residential and commercial projects and then modern living. And I'm also passionate about urban architecture. I'm also a part of Sponge Collaborative, which is in Chennai. So we design with many government organizations and also in foreign countries like Germans and all. So where we collaborate with them for urban infrastructures and how you design future cities. So that is my passion towards architecture. And coming to Radix Arts, we develop basic residence in all over Tamil Nadu. We have developed with the nature of like our intent is to make what contributes to the urban space. That is what we have a question to every living that we design. So that's it about me. Thank you.
Myself Gauri Shankar. I am from Teamish Builders. So we are basically precast company. Yes. We do have factory all around India, almost 6 factories we are having. And our firm, we handle all kind of projects. We are super class 1 contractors. We are handling direct eligibility of 650 crores project. And right from government and private sectors, and also from 20,000 to 20 lakh square feet, even a single project we can handle. So that is our specialty. Thank you.
Myself, Nainar Muhammad. My company name is Macro Group. We are a 40-year-old organization into the manufacture of furniture, chairs, raised access floor, toilet cubicle, and many other products which are used in building material industry. And we were also doing commercial interior fit outs. We were earlier doing the house also. Mostly we have migrated from the house segment to the commercial office interior fit out segment. And we now make all the modular furniture and many other niche products like raised access floor, fire doors, etc. So we have a combination of interior fit out works and as well as the manufacturing of interior products, of niche products basically. Thank you.
Hello. Hi, myself Umar. I'm from Macro Group. We are also we are a manufacturer of building material products like toilet cubicles, fire-rated doors, and raised flooring. What's so unique about our product is all a modular-based product, which can be changed in no more of time and reused as well. And apart from the product, anybody can make a product, but we focus more on service. After the delivery, we have a better service segment. That's our USP. Okay.
Myself, Vijay Vinithan. I'm an architect. So first of all, I'm so glad to see a person who I met 14 years before in Trichy, architect Anjanesh. So thanks for this meeting to meet one of my mentor. So my firm name is Vian Architects. That means Vinithan and Anand, my partner as well. So being a part of Tanjore district, which was highly rooted with art and architecture. So we are trying to incorporate the essence from a traditional vernacular architecture in a contemporary way. And we have 16 years of experience, and I'm also a visiting professor in many institutions in Tamil Nadu. So the most important thing is like I'm here practicing in Coimbatore around 5 years here. So the main challenge is like I felt like trying to teach something vernacular architecture which we forgot for the many years in Coimbatore, but I could not find that kind of challenge in my Kumbakonam and Tanjore district because they are already rooted with the traditional architecture. But due course of time, we are getting good clients to appreciate our sort of incorporating the vernacular architecture in a very contemporary way. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinithan. Good evening, all of you. I'm architect Anjanesh. I'm an architect and I practice and I also teach. My firm name is Dreamscapes. And as part of my teaching, I do a lot of research in sustainability and hybrid technologies. So apart from that, of course, I do practice architecture as all of you. And that's my brief about myself. Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening. My name is Kishore. We are basically architects, but then we are practicing landscaping from past 15 years. So we've been doing a lot of projects across Chennai, Goa, Bangalore, Hyderabad. Yes, we work more on plants, more on the nature-based work. So I think that should be a good brief from us. Yeah, thank you.
So I'm Harini here. We are partners. So our company name is called Concise Essential, again into landscape architecture. So we build what our thought process we believe is like how interior enhances a building. We believe that landscape enhances the entire project. So I think that's the USP of our.
Good evening all. This is Murugeshan from Sahana's Creations Architects. We are in this 25th year in this is the present year now. I was there in Chennai for past 20 years. I have done more than 1,600 plus projects in various verticals. Residences, hospitality, restaurants and resorts. We have done Club Mahindra resorts, 5 resorts and Agarwal hospitals and quite a lot of factories also. And residences, more than 500 plus residences in different segments, right from 500 square feet up to 5,000, 10,000 square feet we have done. And of late in Coimbatore, we are doing a lot of villas also. And now we are more into commercial segment. As Macros has said, like in fact, we are all in the same field. So we are doing more of corporate interiors also. So thank you so much. And sorry, I would like to mention that now we are more into sustainable architecture. So since it is going to be the future and we are all witnessing the Coimbatore situation. So this is going to be the market, and we all as an architect, we are the responsible person who has to educate our clients why we have to get into the sustainability. So that's what is my core now. Thank you so much.
I'm doing interior business. So I'm having a showroom in kitchen. It's the name of a kitchen craft in Arospuram, and we have a factory in Kanuvai. We are in 15 years experience, and we are specialized in doing kitchens. Is only around 2 to 3 feet on surroundings. All the utensils and groceries will be arranged to the customers. That is our uniqueness. We are doing fun following this. Thank you.
ஒரு கோட் உண்டு, நீரின்றி அமையாத உலகுன்னு சொல்லி. அது கார்த்தி சார் ரொம்ப சிறப்பாக பண்ணியிருக்காரு. அத்திக்கடவும் கொடுக்காரு, பவானியும் தராரு, போர்வெல்லும் தராரு. அதே மாதிரி தான் எங்கள் கம்பெனியும். இது எதுக்காக அவர் பண்ணியிருக்காருன்னா, யார் வீட்லேயும் வந்து 12 மணிக்கு கதவை தட்டி எங்கள் வீட்டில் தண்ணி வரலன்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது ஒரே காரணத்துக்காக ஒரு 3 வாட்டர் சோர்ஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காரு. அதே மாதிரி தான் எங்கள் கம்பெனியும். யார் எந்த இடத்துலையும் 24/7 எல்லா பொருளும் கிடைக்கிற மாதிரி பண்ணுறது தான் எங்கள் கம்பெனியோட வேலை. மை கம்பெனி மிஸ் பாரத் வெண்டிங் கார்பரேஷன். வி ஆர் மேனுஃபேக்சர் பாதி வெண்டிங் மிஷின்ஸ். சப்போஸ் இங்கே ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடச்சதுன்னா கண்டெய்னர் பேஸில் நம்ம சூப்பர் மார்க்கெட் பண்ணலாம். ஃபுல்லி ஆட்டோமேட்டட், நோ மேன்.
ஸோ குட் ஈவினிங். என்னோட நேம் Silva. Basically, I do life and building safety guidance and consultancy, and be a national building code draft writer, designer for both industrial and residential, to make ensure the place who belongs to be much better safe. Like, thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you so much. I think we have a very diverse, specialized people here. The first question is about what is premium living according to you and where we have to start. Just wanted to pick some of your brains. I was talking to one of my friends in Dubai. He works for a project management company, which is a UK-based project management company called Mace. Some of you would have heard about it. So I asked him, so what exactly you do? And he was very busy all across the last 3-4 years. And then he told me that I just finished, our company had just finished a palace for one of the Sheikh's sister in Abu Dhabi. So I asked him, how much is the cost of the whole thing? He said about 1 billion dirhams, 2,500 crores in Indian rupee. And he said all of us got 3 crores as tips. Okay. So it was so exciting to know about it. And yesterday's Economic Times says that we just crossed 300 billionaires in India. Okay. Last year it was 250 or something. Yesterday it is 300 billionaires. You know, you can imagine 300 billionaires in a country like India. Who can afford maybe some of these per capita spending? If you look at those 300 people, it will be equal to a country, maybe a Germany, I don't know. So that's the kind of size that we have. This particular segment of luxury is, people are so excited. I'm sure every one of you in your own organization, your employees will be having more expensive phone than yours. Yes or no? I have a iPhone 14. Some of my colleagues have got 16 Pro. Okay. So the question here is, everybody is aspiring for it. An IT employee, he drives a BMW 3 Series. The boss drives a Volkswagen small one vehicle. So that's a scenario. It's a great time to be in business, yes or no? And great time to be in a creative space, because you guys don't have a commodity to compare. You cannot compare apple to apple. So it's a great time to be here, and you have great facilities like this. So just wanted to pick your brain. What according to you is premium living, and what do you think is the opportunity for all of us to grab? Okay, because we have few sections to go. I have about 5 sections to go. This is the first session, and I don't want everybody to say answers for everything. So we may have to, skip few of you. So probably I would like to put, if you're interested, just if you can just raise your hand, I will give the mic to you so that we can make it a little more faster. Will that be okay? Yeah, it's okay. So the first question is, according to you, what is this premium living is all about, and where are we heading? A town like Coimbatore, where are we heading? The first time when I was working for a media company in Bombay, a lot of my friends says that if you go to Bombay for the first time, they'll look at you as a joker. This was in 1996. And many people will come and ask you, do you have a railway station in your city? Do you have theater in your city? Things like that. But things are different. So when I went to Bombay, I told them, 20 years back, 30 years back, Coimbatore had more number of luxury cars than anybody else. Not even Bombay. Okay. We have so many mills. We've been exposed to so many luxury, way ahead of anybody else. Okay. So that's where we are. So with that point, who wants to start? Go ahead.
My point is, where are we heading towards the future is wellness, where among the chaos, it's calmness. So when you come back home, it has to be a rest-led design. So even in Mumbai recently, they started this wellness center called Dhan. So where, amongst the chaos, you come back to that, it's so designed that, the sound is resonating there. So it's all about rest-led design, and how everything could come to stillness once you come back home, where you can recuperate faster, where recovery is faster, where you sleep deeper, and there is stillness at the end of the day. Yeah, I believe that is the future.
So how much are people ready to pay for that? Talking about people.
No, I think everybody can have a quick feedback on this, because this is the theme, and this is the thing that what we are discussing. So I think everybody can have their own, briefly, only things that you can tell briefly. Maybe the other things, other rounds, you can have it, Nazar, selectively. Yeah, that's what I feel. Yeah, thank you.
So what we think as premium living space is not very important. Let me tell you, what people think it's premium, that is what is very important. Couple of years before, normal middle class man, came to me as a client and said he wanted to design a premium home. So I asked him, what do you think is premium? What do you mean by premium? He said, I don't know anything, ma'am. I just want to design and live in a house which has a courtyard. That's when I understood open space, as I was referring to, has become so sparse a resource that living in a home that has a privatized open space has become a premium thing for normal people. So that's when I took as an effort to design every space, every build space as an open-centric space. And when I decided that I'll do my master's in landscape architecture, that's when I understood the real larger dimension of what really landscape architecture is. In a township like this, what connects a community? You may live your private life within your home. What exactly connects and builds a community life is an open space. Let it be the space between two houses. Let it be the road landscapes where you might walk, chit-chat over a quick morning walk. That's where real interaction happens. So in a modern scenario, in these great big communities, what we develop, first of all, my congratulations for your wonderful vision. With much appreciations and respect for this note, I see that the open spaces are all scattered. Open spaces cannot be an accessible premium resource for one or two houses. It has to be homogeneous, spread throughout the project. People should actually experience landscape. That's what come to my mind. So how does that happen? When a landscape architect or a proper site planner is involved from the beginning of the project. What if we put the service lines under a pathway? We'll be saving that space to build a greenery. So these kind of thoughts will come into picture when multidisciplinary people, there should be an urban planner involved, there should be a landscape architect involved, there has to be an interior designer involved and an architect involved. Then this kind of visionary thing is possible. All rainwater is being dumped into our sewer lines. What is happening with that? So wonderful thought that you're trying to capture it, decentralize the stormwater and try to infiltrate, replenish the underground water table. So this is all the wonderful things what I see. And what could have been better is that more, a landscape architect, I just don't want to sort of glorify my profession, but what a landscape architect does is that she or he identifies a usable open space. All of us have vitamin D. All of us are above 30. If you check your vitamin D level, it's low because we don't spend time outdoors. What if we create usable open space? So for that, we can actually create more usable open space within any community. We'll be able to increase it to 10 to 15% of usable open space when we have the right eye of design. So that is something what I wanted to add on. Congratulations, sir. I just wanted to tell this Tirukural. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Tamil. Kudiseival ennum oruvarukku Deivam adithatru thanundurum. The meaning is that if a leader has a vision, before he works for it, God will go work for it. So congratulations for the vision. It is definitely going to be one of its kind of the project, and it's going to become a pride of Coimbatore. Please keep your heads onto it. Definitely it will be a milestone project. Thank you for being an open-minded person to receive the different kind of feedback. That shows what kind of visionary leader you are. Keep going, sir. All the very best. Thank you.
So, luxury in living. So our homes has been defined as completely different. See, the way I see right now is that we have a 24 hours in every day. So usually it was about from 9 to 6 we work, and then we come back, we see homes. But right now everything has got collapsed and it got mingled. So someone works at night, someone works in day. So looking of luxury in villas is completely different in right now, because the work plus home culture itself is completely mixed right now. So where we think work, home is a place for work and work is a place for home. So everything has got mingled right now. So we see in a young generation that we work right now, where we do multiple crores and crores of villas. So they wanted a space for them where you incorporate everything. They don't go to office, they don't go everywhere, but they control the world in their home. So for them, everything is their home is the luxury in everything. So we have to define a space for where do they work, where they live, where they celebrate, where they have outdoor spaces and everything. So it's a combination of all the things that defines homes right now. So that is where we see luxury in homes. And coming to the sustainability part also, people want everything to be done by them. Right now, all the vegetables and whatever they want to eat also, it should be grown within them, and it should be procured by them. So that is have the trustability in them. So how do you define that also inside a home is getting a great opportunities in these days. So basically a home is sustainable in many ways, not in one particular aspects, but in many ways it's getting a sustainability. And since we work with many urban architecture and many urban governments, so this is a great opportunity, sir, for first of all, great thanks through that, because we see many developers, they are all very centrific, and then they wanted to develop something, but they don't have that whole kind of a vision, because decentralization of a city is extremely important in any city. That is where US and many European architects, many European cities failed in past 100 years back, because they build suburbs. Suburbs were the kind of place where people live, and they every day they commute to the center of the living, and then they come back. So that is how highways were built. Long bridges and highways, the concept came from there. But then initial US and Europe break down that, and then they decentralized to the cities. So that is where you work on the sustainability part, you work on the transportation part, and many concepts like that. So the kind of decentralization that Kathipuram does to this Coimbatore is a great welcoming to that. So very big thanks to that, sir. So you mentioned a whole city in a suburb. So that is one great thing. So I also look at the Coimbatore. Coimbatore is an upcoming city where it is gonna be like a Bangalore or a Chennai. So right now everybody wants to invest in Coimbatore, not in Bangalore or Chennai. So when we do that, there will be lots of densification happening here. So to how we are going to handle the densification, how we are going to handle that suburban things, that is a great opportunity that we have to, as an architect, has an opportunity, and also has a lot of responsibility in how we are going to shape the city in a better future in 2050, let's say. So that's why Kathipuram is a great opportunity and a great thing. So thank you.
So let's focus on more things that what is premium living is. Let's focus on that.
Yes.
So that will be a conversation.
What is premium living?
Yes.
If you ask a question, everybody should get everything in the living space. Is what about premium? Single word. But if you want to elaborate on it,
we won't like that, because that's what we want.
No. Let me break it down.
Yes.
Let me break it down. Everybody needs everything. A senior citizen lives in a home. He needs to go around, breathe some fresh air, and go about walking. Wellness is there. And a kid wants to play, and parents, they want to live. And as rightly pointed out by the first slide, I forgot your name. It has to be a very peaceful environment inside. I would rate the city of Dubai as the #1 premium living space creator in the whole of entire globe. That is the vision of the government, not government, His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. I used to think all these Arabs are little freak out people. They don't have the normal brilliance and all. I have to change my opinion when I see the city. I just opened a business there. I just traveled the breadth, and I was really surprised with his intelligence and intellect. The kind of ability that he's built is. See, 1970, I saw the images. It was a desert. Nothing was there. Now I gone and live in one place called Dubai Hills. It has got everything: fantastic roads, pavements, walk areas. You have a wave pool. We are talking about swimming pool. There is a wave pool there. There is whatnot. There is a mall there. There is a mosque. There is a temple. There is everything. So that's why I put in single word, everybody, everything needed by everybody should be in the city. In that way, I really appreciate Karthikeyan sir. I don't know your real estate background, but there are a lot of people who are trying to do that in India, especially in Bangalore. If you had been to Prestige City, they started with 120 acres, and now they have got another 200 acres. They've got everything. They spent a lot of money. I can understand your pain point while you are trying to do that in Coimbatore. That's why I was a little hurried to congratulate you before everybody congratulate, because I understand the pain point that you would have gone through in acquiring the 200 acres with multiple people. It's not an easy job, but somebody has to bear the brunt. Somebody has to இப்போ நம்ம ஒரு குடும்பத்தில் ஒரு ஜென்ரேஷன் கஷ்டப்பட்டால் தான் அடுத்த ஜென்ரேஷன் நல்லாயிருக்கும், அதுக்கு அடுத்த ஜென்ரேஷன் உடனே பெட்டராக இருக்கும். அது மாதிரி somebody has to bell the cat, somebody has to sacrifice. That the person to sacrifice is you, and your son may be bearing the fruit of it. Or you are creating a brand image. See, this is a great brand. See, if you look at Dubai, Emaar has got a premium. I had gone to 6 projects of Emaar. I have gone to Damak, I have gone to Bingatti, then I have gone to another Shobha. Everywhere it has to be premium, means premium. If you want to know what is premium, have you ever gone to Dubai, sir? No. Please go. Please go. I will tell you, since you have a vision, the vision has to be enlarged. And you have to, only the vision is your this thing. And execution should be given to professionals. We should not mess up the execution by getting into the every nook and corner of thing. I had gone to Shanghai in one property. The roads are lined with trees. My God, I have a picture of that. I can share it to both of the landscape architects. I just stopped there and gone into the gardener, and I asked him, but he could not speak English. Then I have my friend. I asked him, what is it? Where is he from? He said he's from Suzhou. Suzhou is near Shanghai. And the flowers from the trees are multicolor. It is so beautiful. It looks like walking like a heaven. That is the roof. Yeah. Sir, Dubai, that is they are the biggest top benchmark, sir. Nobody can beat them. That gentleman is great guy. You can never match him. But there are people, real contenders, right in Bangalore. You can see the project of Project City. And he has developed a bigger villa, only villa, near the hill area, the Nandi Hills. There, he has done a fantastic job. There are a good thing. Yeah. What is that, sir? Yes. Yes.
It's a 12-acre Odeon landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Where somebody who's a blind eye goes to the Odeon, he will think that it's a ground. It's not a roof. We have 2 basements down.
Below.
Sir,
So that is the beauty of employing.
grace of God that I was a key player.
Great. Super, sir. So there are 5 big players. Brigade, then Prestige. அதெல்லாம் கார்த்திகேயன் சார் நீங்க போங்க. Just go and see how it is.
So that we can discuss this during our dinner also, because then only the conversation will be there. Conversation should be like, I don't know, it'll be nice. Please.
Okay, sir. To my point, luxury is more than a space, it's about a mind actually. So, which mind is going to come up with very intimate connections with this Karthikpuram? That's the first question. இந்தியா பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இன்னோவேட்டிவான கிரியேட்டிவ் ஒரு அல்ட்ரா சூப்பர் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் ப்ரப்போசல் வந்து இதுக்கு முன்னாடி நடந்திருக்கு, சண்டிகர் ப்ரப்போசல். So Nehru was proposing that project. That time there was a lot of criticism. This is not belong to India, but Nehru was very clear. This is for the future India. He was very clear about it. But within India, the criticism was happened, and there was a beautiful kind of style was come up with a beautiful architecture from Charles Correa and B.V. Doshi. A lot of architects knows who is the B.V. Doshi and who respected our local Indian traditional architecture, and it was presented in a very contemporary way. நம்ம கார்த்திக்புரம் வந்துட்டு நம்ம இந்தியன்ஸ் தான் எண்ட் யூசர் நினச்சோம் அப்படின்னா we should incorporate certain Indian elements in our project, sir. Yes, we are affordable for the luxury living. For example, as he said, of course, I am so crazy about Dubai. I've been there for IKEA for purchase, Dubai a lot of time. They respected their local traditional things like it's palm Jumeirah, palm trees and a kind of identity of Dubai. Burj Khalifa oda inspiration pathina anga irukudi and ஒரு kind of indigenous flower. ஸோ இந்தியன்ஸுக்கு எப்போவுமே இருக்கக்கூடிய மைண்ட் செட் என்ன அப்படின்னா ஹோட்டலுக்கு போய் லக்ஸரி ஹோட்டலில் சாப்பிடணும்னு நினச்சாலுமே வீட்டு சாப்பாடுமா இருக்கும்னு ஆசைப்படுவாங்க. ஸோ வி ஆர் ஹியர் டு கிரியேட் அ பியூட்டிஃபுல் லக்ஸரி ஸ்பேஸ் ஹியர் இன் கார்த்திக்புரம். It will be like a kind of a future tourism even for a Coimbatore, and I strongly believe entire India la irukkudiya architecture college students will come for a case study here in Karthikpuram to study this beautiful infrastructure. So luxury is once again a mindset. Our Indians are really affordable for this kind of luxury things, but I request please incorporate certain Indian elements in your project so that it attracts the local end users. Thank you so much.
I want to keep it very simple and neat. The premium defines on the two aspects. One is your built form, another one is you're in an urban scape. So the built form, I think I second Miss Lakshmi on her thought. The premium, the current premium or the new language of a premium is how much of an indoor nature or how much of a nature you bring in. What does it serve as a purpose? Me as a premium customer or me as a buyer of a premium house would definitely look at how much of a nature I have it within me, within my hands holding across, and how much when I go out, how much it engulfs me. So those are the two things that I would definitely like. And yes, Karthipuram has that opportunity, has that a great opportunity. I would say has that a great opportunity in defining that one. So when we want to define the Karthipuram as a premium one, I think there is a lot of nature incorporation to this particular community, and which of course has a lot more scope. I mean, Karthipuram has got a good scope, and definitely it is going to be one of the landmark, I would say in the coming years, landmarks in the coming years. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So talking about premium living, now that the cities are growing, people want to stay in a enclave where they're so self-sustained. So these kind of like how Karthipuram is, you have hospitals, you have schools, you have catering to different kind of entity. So a person coming should not have a need to go outside the society, be it cater to any age group, be a senior citizen, be a youngster, creating small work hubs for them to do work from home. So I believe premium living is all about this. How are you creating a space within this, city, creating a smaller space and a safer space and a greener space. So that's how I believe premium living defines.
To me, in context of Karthipuram, if I have to say, green building says like if you can achieve within 7 kilometers, if you can achieve all your basic needs, that means you are in a green building, green building community. So I would say like this could be a green building, this could be a green community because you have a commercial, you have a low segment people also, you have a high segment people also. That is one part. Coming to luxury means, to me, luxury doesn't mean like if I put 1,000 rupees square feet marble base, that is not the luxury. I can do with 1,000, just with 500 rupees also or 50 rupees also, I can still bring in that lifestyle. But whether I am living in a healthy environment, whether I am having a fresh air inside the house, whether I am getting the natural light inside my house, whether I am able to get my kids to run around, whether my parents are able to at least have a fresh air or sunlight getting into their bedroom. This is what I feel like. This is my I would say like that is my luxury. Just because having a luxury elements or luxury materials doesn't mean that that is a luxury of life. Of course, it again depends on the people who are going to occupy. So that is second segment. I'm talking about luxury means first health and nature, living with nature. So thank you so much.
I think we were able to cover a lot of things on the second subject also, which is basically town planning and all that. So one question was missed out on that. How early an architect should be involved in a town planning? Because as Karthi sir said, more than 350 people putting plots around. And you know, the real estate people, if you look at them, they really don't know what is their business. Some of them don't even know what to say about their real estate business also. So just wanted to understand, what is the right time for an architect to be involved in a township planning? Because since you guys are involved in that, so we just want to quickly pick up few people. Okay. Okay.
If you go abroad, you see the landscape architect is the one who designs the space.
Okay.
And then comes an architect. So it's the, of course, India is getting catch up with that.
But do we have somebody like them that in Coimbatore? Okay. But you know, many of these sites here, no, the way that it's been planned, one road will crisscross with another road, one name will have one thing, the extension will have some two roads will be the entire.
No, that's the ignorance.
Yeah.
At least the first thing that as Mr. Vinay was talking about it is that a landscape architect in foreign is the first inspection of the site, because they respect the land elements. Suppose if there's a tree, suppose if there's a control, you know, all those things are respected first and then design.
I know.
How you integrate it with the architecture. So that's how it comes.
How it happens abroad.
Yeah, absolutely.
They first employ a project management.
Absolutely, yeah. They bring in all the big consultants.
They bring in all
the other things.
The master planning is done and then the architect.
The most fascinating thing is like we have internal of practice in architecture. I know a lot of people who trained in abroad, especially in parametric architecture, they could not practice here in India. They're starting with, I mean, they are just a very normal buildings right now because they are not getting a proper facilities. And I could say a lot of urban design they are practicing architecture. And they are not getting a proper chances to practice urban design.
Because I guess the distinction of each person's, how much of distinguished ranges of project is not, they don't understand.
Yes.
Just adding on to what Paul said, science and something important. Let's take any timeless building. It could be Shalimar, it could be Taj Mahal. The place where the building is located, that is what makes it timeless. And so, the placement of Taj Mahal, exactly where the Yamuna River takes a curve, on surroundings, you don't have any building. That's what unifies a building. So that is exactly what site planning, all these people are trying to refer that. Site planning is a very essential, integral part. In fact, in foreign developments, mostly landscape architects and site planners sort of identify a land whether it's fit for this development. They study the geography, setting, contours and everything. They study the drainage pattern, everything. And then they identify a land which is so fit for that particular building development. That
the natural way of flow.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we need to create a lot of awareness about all this. Lot of awareness. Talks like these things will definitely put forward a lot of stuff.
To add on to that, once the architects they embrace the language of the place, for us easier interior designers to continue the story. It's easier for us.
That's the same thing with the land.
Yeah. So it's a flow.
It's a flow from the exterior to the building to the interior.
One more I want to add very seriously is the government policies. I think we need to look at those. My two examples are Singapore and Malaysia, where the government is so active, it defines them. it defines how much of the pathway has to be there, or it defines, yes, is it necessary? Yes, it is necessary. For example, in a township like Kanchipuram, a spine garden is very important, as Ms. Lakshmi has told that the roadways and all. A spine garden is important because that gives you a lot of microclimate advantage. It reduces your microclimate, especially a place like Kanchipuram. I think, and especially a place of this one, it's got a 200 people, and the microclimate should really help you to bring in a lot more creativity, because now as the age grows, the affordability is there, and the knowledge is the looking at what advantage it gives me in terms of the health, in terms of my living lifestyle.
Yeah, that's going to be my next topic.
The Singapore government and Malaysian government have done an enormous.
In fact, Singapore government specifies now they're going even in the vertical. They're going with a lot of vertical green architecture.
Yeah.
A lot of biophilic
architecture.
In fact, even the airport is adapted.
The Singapore airport is like that. Yeah. Great. So now everybody talks about this new topic about sustainability. Everybody, if you don't talk about sustainability, you're out of thing. That's how the thing is. I work with a client of mine. They have close to about 1,500 employees. All of them sit across in India, and they have offices here. The Qatar airport was designed by them. They have this BIM organization where more than about 1,500 people work for them. So whether it is airport, some of the Dubai, Qatar football stadiums, the landscaping, everything was, the back-end designing was done by them. One of the things that they keep talking about is sustainability. So I just want to ask this question: is sustainability is just a word, or people are ready to pay for it, or where do we stand now?
Sustainability is non-dependence and affordability. When you apply a right principle, a right technical knowledge. Sustainability, the name itself says it's sustainable.
Yeah.
So even having a good experience in terms of, like for example, when it comes to water management, how do I do a water management with a very non-dependency from a grid? So, well, a couple of years back it was very difficult, but now we have the resources, we have the technical knowledge, where yes, we can maintain a large part of the water in a good condition with a complete non-dependency in the grid.
So how do we make it, user-friendly in terms of a common man? Because when you build a house of 3 crores, 4 crores kind of stuff, when you talk about something like sustainable, they have some of the things are regulatory. For example, you need to have the husband and wife. I did it about a few years back. There is rainwater harvesting, something has to be done. And the builder said, sir, you just have to make it for a photo sake only, right? Only to get the permission. So just wanted to understand, because you're talking about so many things. I definitely value, because the future generation has to breathe nice air. Okay, so something has to happen. That's something more than the technology and 5 phones and all of that. We are leaving the next generation to be having a sustainable life as well. So they need to breathe fresh airs. The question is whether they are going to be outdoor is $1 million question, because everybody is sitting inside. They spend the rest of their life. They think the whole world is the internet and phone, the next generation. I just wanted to understand, how do we make, as all of us, as a responsible citizen or whatever we talk about, how do we make this, a common man also should understand, and how do we make it practical, sustainable and all of that?
Sophisticated question. Actually, how many of you know this plant called water hyacinth? Yeah, it's become a biggest ecological threat. How did it invade into India? It is actually native plant of South America. During British time, when British people were ruling India, one English lady thought that it's so fancy to have that lovely purple color flowering plant in her backyard. She just brought that plant planted here. Now you know what is the situation. So sustainability is the biggest jargon I've ever seen. It's like you must have heard about this quote that anything which is not measured doesn't exist. The fact that sustainability cannot measure makes it a most difficult component or entity to understand and work with for laymen and as well as the architects. So one simple thing, thoughtfulness behind doing every action. It could be just planting a tree, planting a plant, building a space. It could be anything. Whatever you do within your built environment, if we can just give a simple thought, little bit of thoughtfulness on what will happen in the future, next 5 months, 5 years, 50 years down the lane, what is going to happen with this single action of mine? When we have that thoughtfulness, every decision taken after that will lead to a sustainable way of living or environment.
Any other thoughts?
Yes, to add on to that, I would. Yeah, to add on to that, I would consider it's called the circle of influence. Wherever our circle of influence is, there we need to take a conscious decision in terms of selection, and it could be anything. To give away the specifications, everything, there should be a conscious way of handling or selecting things. So when we have the circle of influence under our control, I think we could take sustainable choices also.
Yeah. We talked about it. Sir, எல்லாரும் உங்க சொல்றாங்க. அதெல்லாம் நீங்க பெரிய ஆளு நினைக்கிறீங்க. சொல்லுங்க. அப்படியா?
Nothing, sir. I think, Nasa sir, you just mentioned it already. See, it is very important to make our place of living free from pollution or be affected by pollution in the least manner possible, whatever form. And for that, greenery is the only answer. And I think everybody is speaking the same language, so I just keep quiet.
What can be done? I know you see, students talking high about teachers is very rare. Okay. So the point is that means you are a good teacher. So make us all aware of in a simple way. That's it.
Okay.
Enna pannalam, sir?
It's all part of our cultures already. Definitely conservation is one thing, and regeneration is another thing. Planting trees. So making the common man, make him grow greenery, give him some green credits for that. That was nice.
Everybody was doing during the COVID. Suddenly all this nursery was went up so expensive, and
That's what I wanted to say. During the COVID, people realized what is the value of landscape or tree.
Yeah.
They wanted the fresh air, they wanted all the virus to go away. Blur the lines.
Good friend who is working in a nuclear plant. He told me, what is the cost of 1 liter of water? You get 1 liter of water for 10 rupees. No, I'm not talking about the cost. What is the cost of making 1 liter of water? 2 hydrogen molecules and 1 oxygen molecule. Mixing, if you make it in that. He said 35,000 rupees. They are buying for 52,000 rupees a mod called heavy water, H3O. H3O is one of the, when the nuclear fission happens, the heat generated is very high. So if you put out water, it becomes immediately steam. So this HCO, I think it takes up to 1000 degrees Celsius. So then it goes and rotates the turbine, and then comes back cool, and then again it's heated. That's how you get the green power. So he says, God has given whatever the humanity requires free of cost. For example, you breathe oxygen. In Corona time, if you go and sit in a hospital, for half an hour you are charged 5 rupees. So all along you are breathing it for free and you don't realize it. So whatever the mankind requires, that is all provided by God free of cost. You cannot live without water, you cannot live without oxygen, because within seconds you will die. Within days you will die, within food, various times. God has created everything. And we should appreciate that and keep the mother nature or this thing in the same way when we got it, we should give it back. And the water conservation, when I talk about, then I was so surprised. See, 55,000 rupees. If anybody knows that it is going to cost 35,000 rupees, then will they spend it like that? No. So that is where, in all the research companies now, we are all using the drip irrigation, whatever the water comes of the sewage system, see what we do, we don't know the value of the water. That's why we are questioning. And there is not even a half flush. For urine, there is minus. For this being solids, it should be 1 liter. But everywhere we are more than 1 because we don't know each flush costs 35 rupees. So if that awareness is created, then probably people will think of it as a fashion. Only when there is a shortage, people will understand. Now there is no shortage. India is a very beautiful country. I've gone traveled all around the world, deserts, Icelands, and Europe, and America.
India is a beautiful country, sir.
I always, every month when I land in Cochin Airport, I see the trees around.
Yes.
I always think, if one Ooty is given to Subhai Sheikh, what would have happened to that Ooty? Just tell him, okay, you take this Ooty, and that's it. He'll turn it around like anything.
So I want to.
They have a board. They have a board. They collect all the sewage system into one thing. That's what we should do here.
No, even the Deva has got a system.
Sewage treatment plant.
Mohammed Bhai, this Deva, one of our friends, Hasim's friend, they have a company called IoT, it's a UK funded company. Meter is fixed on every single house. It is controlled. The government will come and tell you there's a water leaking in your house. It's controlled. It's all monitored across the city. Okay.
We had an opportunity to work with plans of the so his vision when you call us, somebody who's not a plane, what he sees across, the airport, for example, the working world, the greenery. That should be, it's like a bamboo pole. He was talking about the bamboo pole. I want people who in the plane to think that it's more of a green
garden
rather than a built environment. So that's exactly what he was trying. And we had an opportunity from the brigade when I was working in the brigade, that what would be done. So there was a very impersonal discussion. So we were planning to give them neem trees. Acres of neem trees. Let's do it. That was impersonal. Of course, it never went.
There's a lot of neem trees get plants in Abu Dhabi these days because they come and buy. See, Pollachi is a place nearby where they make that, what is that? They make out of coconut. Fire, yeah. So they were importing a lot of stuff. So we want to understand why you're doing this.
That could not be a sustainable thing, sir. She knows, sir. Native trees should be in a native place. When you shift this kind of native trees to somewhere in Abu Dhabi, that's not a right way of sustainability, sir. I'm going to shatter the perspective of you.
I said, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Building it.
Yeah, no. There is a term called a specific jargon, sustainable architecture. It is not only about planting trees. It's about a fenestration openings. It's about a material selections, even the orientation of a building. And when you talk about the luxury, when you talk about the house that goes to cost around 4 crores, then it cannot be sustainable because another term that should be an affordability. Sustainable na affordability. It should available for all the class people.
இங்கிருந்து போய் அந்த neem tree பத்தி நமக்கு சொல்லி தராங்க. They have so many neem tree, you don't know the importance of that. He's telling us, sir, நீங்க எதுமே வைக்காதீங்க. Road over neem tree வைங்க. Yes. That's what he's saying. I'm just telling about that. I'm not an architect. I'm not an
No, sir.
You see our oldest civilization, industrialized civilization, how well they sustainable along the river, and the earth they used it as a brick and they built this thing. It's all about the sustainability. Using the materials, what is there at the site, and how are you, developing it from it. You're not wasting each and every product. It's all about green architecture. I believe in that.
Sir, it's a small suggestion, sir. As we are promoting the lot of luxury stuffs and very interesting contemporary elements in Karthikpuram, if you start promoting like the zero emission, the zero carbon emission, the great attention will get towards this Karthikpuram. That is going to be like a high sustainability effect actually, where we going to generate our own energy, maybe through solar panels, maybe kind of like the biogas that we can generate, the stuff, the toilet waste that going to be converted as a biogas, something like that. So that is going to be the future because now we are facing that issue. I hope you understand. Yes, that can be a kind of sustainable proposal for Karthikpuram. It is not only about planting a tree alone. So because it's a very huge jargon and it's a huge philosophy. So I think like this Set of people are not coming up with the proposal.
Solar park, there's a new term called the solar park. So 20%, remember, cannot be separately a space because space is very costly for that. Can be incorporated in.
It can be top of the building. When you are doing the building, you need to look into that power with bringing down the electricity, the usage, you know.
All the
Safeguarding
power,
our
the farm
resources.
facility like your street light, your pumper, other things will be derived from the solar.
Even the glass facade, there is the proposal for you putting the take off for photos. Results are available for glass facade. It is both like a satisfying aesthetic point of view and even a function point of view.
Okay, let's.
அவுட் ஆஃப் பாக்ஸ் ஒன் திங்கிங். கார்த்திபுரத்தில் லேண்டு வாங்கிட்டானா நான் பில்டிங் கட்டினதுக்கப்புறம் எனக்கு மெயின்டெனன்ஸ்னு ஒரு காசு வாங்குவீங்க காமன்.
கார்பரேஷனில் என்னமோ அதுதான் நாங்கள் 3 years நாங்கள் மெயின்டைன் பண்ணுறோம். அதுக்கப்புறம் இங்கே இருக்கிறவங்க ஒரு அசோசியேஷன் நாங்கள் ஹேண்ட் ஓவர் பண்ணிடுறோம்.
ரைட் வெயிட் இல்லை வெயிட் இல்லை 1 minute சார் 1 minute.
There has to be a proper professional company who does it.
Sir.
There has to be some unique person. You can even have a margin on top of that. But at least this is what is being done in all the big projects because these are all specialized usages. So now there has to be a dedicated person. Maybe we can hire them and give them, and it can be paid from the other.
நோ சார் 1 minute. என்னோட ஐடியா என்னன்னா கார்த்திபுரத்தில் வீடு வாங்குறவங்க லேண்டு வாங்குறவங்களாம் நம்ம காசு கொடுத்தா எப்படி இருக்கும்? மந்த் ஆன் மந்த் நம்ம கார்த்திபுரத்துலேருந்து மந்த் ஆன் மந்த் நம்ம காசு கொடுத்தா எப்படி இருக்கும்? அவுட் ஆஃப் பாக்ஸ் யோசிங்க. நம்ம மந்த் ஆன் மந்த் அவங்களுக்கு நம்ம ஷேர் கொடுப்போம் வித்தவுட் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட். நீங்கள் பேக்கெட்லேருந்து ₹1 இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் பண்ணாமல் நீங்கள் 15 ஏக்கர் வந்து பார்க் மட்டும் வச்சுருக்கீங்க கரெக்டாக? 10 acres ஆல்மோஸ்ட். ஸோ நம்ம உங்கள் பேக்கெட்லேருந்து ₹1 கூட போடாமல் உங்களால் மந்த் ஆன் மந்த்து அவங்களுக்கு வந்துட்டு ஒரு சடன் அமௌண்ட் வந்து ஈஸியாக தர முடியும். அது இல்லாமல் இது அடுத்த இது ஒரு பெஞ்ச் மார்க் ஆக்க முடியும் உங்களால். இந்தியா அப்படின்னு இந்தியா கேரளானா உங்களுக்கு டக்குன்னு என்ன மனசில் தோணும்? க்ரீன். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒரு ஆயுர்வேதிக் மெடிசன்ஸ் நமக்கு இந்தியானவே ஒரு முகம் அப்படி இருக்குது. இங்கே ஒரு மூலிகை பண்ணை அந்த மாதிரி அமைச்சிங்கன்னா அந்த பார்க்கில் மெயின்டெனன்ஸோடு அமைச்சிங்கன்னா அதோடைய எக்ஸ்போர்ட்டோட வேல்யூவே இன்றைக்கி வேறு மாதிரி இருக்குது. ஸோ திங்க் அபவுட் அவுட் ஆஃப் பாக்ஸ். இப்படி யோசிச்சிங்கன்னா அந்த மணி வந்துட்டு பெரிய மணியாக நாளைக்கு இது இருக்கும். இன்றைக்கி நிறைய அழிஞ்சு போன மூலிகைகள் நிறைய இருக்குது. இதெல்லாம் நம்ம வந்துட்டு வேல்யூ அடிஷன் பண்ணாலே பெரிய மணி நீங்கள் இது பண்ணலாம். இது ஒரு பெஞ்ச் மார்க் ஆக்கலாம். ஸோ ஒரு சின்ன ஃபேக்ட்ரி அங்கே ரன் ஆகும். அது இந்த கார்த்திபுரத்தில் பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணுற மக்களுக்கே ஷேர் ஆகும். ஸோ அவுட் ஆஃப் பாக்ஸ் திங்கிங்.
Okay, I think we need to move to the next subject. Any roundtable discussion should not end with this particular subject called technology and innovation. And a friend of mine, Faisal, he was heading the PALM project in Qatar. So he was head of IT there. So he said he was living in the PALM, one of the high-end smart homes in the entire company. So 15 years back, he took me. He showed me how the technology works there. The monitors, all those things. Some of these problems with these luxury Arab guys, they have pets, which is very dangerous. All those little tiger and all of that. So he keeps watching, and one of the videos that he showed me was one of the small tiger cub was going inside the lift, and he was capturing, and then he took me to that place. It's so technology driven. Every switches with an iPad and all that. There's a talking about 15 years back. And the drainage system, like Mohammed is talking about, pneumatic scoot system where you dump one area, it gets sucked 5 kilometers away from that particular area. All of that. So much of data. This is one side of the story. Yesterday, my old road track member was one of our mentee. Actually, he came to our office. He is in the design space of a different version, not the architectural design. He works with the Herman Carden, that company. They have a back-end system where he does design, architecture, all that. He had about 500 employees last year. Today they have about 100 employees where he's hitting. His salary is about 2.5 crores. He's from Coimbatore. He came yesterday. They asked me, Anna, my revenue to the organization was about $12 million. Right now, 8 months, I've closed only $1 million if the clients are not ready to pay for it. Say, why are you charging for so much of designing charges for this? Just wait for 5 minutes. They are creating something designed out of AI and gives them much better design than this guy. And he says, why do we need to pay you? So the question here is, I know all of you put in your heart, soul, your years of experience, and you come up with so many interesting things. How is this AI disrupting all of you? And because people will compare A to A, a few years back in Kollachi, there was this SSI, there was a computer institute, a competitor to Aptech. So one of the managers that I was talking to years back, he says, how do you sell this software program? This is all these villages will come and say, the other institute also has got the same computer. You're also having the same computer. Why should I charge you? Why should I pay you more? So the question here is, the AI will generate interesting designs for you. And you guys have got so much of experience and whatnot. So what is this happening in your industry?
There's a lot of confusion for certain. Certainly there's a lot of confusion. Yesterday I received a new client and she said I have to design this maternity space. I've done it on AI, please execute it. And she sent me a picture also. I said, okay, what's my work here? So that's the kind of stage we are at, but they don't understand whether that is pertaining to, one is the feasibility and how it's going to reflect their vision for the space.
See, AI proposes, but implementation is important. AI will not implement.
AI also will not give measurements.
AI implementation is us. So how you translate the AI language, the premium has to be for us, not for AI. But that's important. So we can't execute it.
Actually, the execute is my AI and try to improve upon what all the other things. And then
that is only a tool. We cannot make that as a designer. That is only a tool.
Is it disrupting you?
It is not a disrupting tool.
It is a
presentation.
Last month we had a client, we did a design. You know what we did is we thought AI is now already happening. He just uploaded and he was like, trying to find out the pro and cons of the project. And he came out in a very positive way. Okay, this is the report. Now see how we can work out around it, how we can improve the project. That's something which we have actually appreciated. Implement.
Any other thoughts from anybody? How the technology, innovation?
So design 5 years back, to make a design to render, we take at least one night. We need to sit in front of the system, re-render. We will never get to sleep. Now we can just see the rendering within 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, just 30 seconds, 40 seconds. We can see almost realistic. But the realistic that we have to make our entire design before that. That is going to be only a machine that can only do what we want to do.
It's a tool.
That's a tool. That's only a tool. We can't explore more than that.
Only machine can do.
Man must think and machine must
All
do.
human can do, only human can do. There is a clear distinction. But humans can make use of generative AI or
augmented reality.
So it's going to die over a phase because it's a cycle. So we will understand what is the human participation, our mentality. Then AI will slow down. AI will in fact lend his hand. Okay, I will do this job. You please do this job.
Sustainability. We were once upon a time a very sustainable environment, and then we got into modernization. Now we are going back to our origins. Same. Anything and everything is a cycle.
Okay. One more thing before we get on to the technological aspect of it. I was watching this interview of McKinsey chairman, the current chairman. He was saying that the HBR guy was saying about the HBR, Harvard Business Review 100 years old, McKinsey is 100 years old. They were having a conversation. So this guy was asking, how many employees do you have? The McKinsey chairman said 60,000 employees. And then he said, I want to explain the 60,000. 40,000 humans and 20,000 AI agent. Okay, so McKinsey is saying like that. So how is it in your industry? Do you guys work with AI agents? Are they helping you?
We're using AI tools.
So without our intervention, AI cannot complete the task. At the end of the day, we always work for the lead.
AI will never serve the needs for a human being.
We are the visualizers and they are just the generative.
So we can coexist.
So one more thing, one of the things that I was talking about, this Dubai part is that anything that they do at rapid speed. Whether it is road or infrastructure development, even the modern, anything that if you go 1 month, you see something else, the next month is something else. Even the road, you don't even know that there is road work going. Even the Sheikh Zayed road, there'll be multiple cuts, but you don't even feel that way. Whereas one road projects here is taking so much of time. I'm sure most of these house owners also, or the commercial building, whatever it is, they want rapid speed. How is technology helping that?
I want to share an interesting experience. I was stuck in that point where technology was not helping at all. A couple of years back, we signed up this project with 8 acres, which is in Ayurveda village. And they wanted to replenish the entire site by planting trees. I studied the site and realized that the site didn't have topsoil at all. The person who sold the site was completely stripped of the topsoil and then he sold this site. And these people, good clients, wanted, with that good intention, they wanted to develop a windworks. So I started researching on how do we build a topsoil. I can't just plant trees, right? We need to build a topsoil. I came across this project in Timbra, Gujarat, where the landscape architect worked for almost 30 years to replenish an abandoned quarry to create 1 inch of topsoil. 1 inch of topsoil needs 30 years for that landscape architect to work on. That's when I realized topsoil is the most underrated resource what we come across. Technology can't help because landscape architect works with nature to achieve their vision or design intent. Technology is completely unreliable in this case. So all we can do is that study the site. All our research, all our methodologies, all our design process methodology has to be built on the site, studying the site. So I was completely stuck on, I was like, what is this technology? It's not going to help us build a topsoil. So that was something.
Any other dimension on technology?
So there is also proposal for 3D printing models.
3D printing,
And given precast slabs, precast
walls. We have image here.
Yes. It's happening now. And there is
how about the steel structures?
3D printing of columns now.
Many of the buildings, high rises in Dubai or any other country, Spain, everything revolves around steel structures and all that, right?
So technology can speed up the process of construction, but I don't think it can interfere with the design process.
Good. So I think we need
modular construction. You talked about the bridge being built in peaks. In the center of the Sheikh. That is all done by
these people. Precast.
Precast. I want to precast.
So I saw the modules are being cast 50 kilometers away and brought in the midnight. And get it assembled. And then that's how this 1 week knowledge possible.
So what we see is 1 week. Actually, back of the door.
I know, I understand. Okay. Now, the final part of the discussion is all about collaboration. And, being the executive director of DNI, 13 years back, we never thought that people will get up early morning at 7 o'clock, suited and run business. And today, we have 2,100 members. Some of them are BNI members, and we have done business more than 8,500 crores of closed business. That means people have got money in their respective bank accounts. So, a forum like this, where a lot of collaboration can happen, and we have Karthik sir has built a nice infrastructure for us, and all of you come from diverse background. Like I know Mohammed Bhai works with all those IT companies. You name the co-working space, all those RAF, and he's one of the state-of-the-art plant. He's got Industry 4.0. Some of you can visit that plant. Everything done in the rapid speed. So things like that are happening.
I will support Karthik sir in introducing this project to
many people. So, and then many of you. So now the point is what is your thoughts on working with, because generally people have this feeling, people are very creative, all these creative directors, ad people, architects, they are very brain heavy people and it's very difficult to access them. They will not come for collaboration and things like that, but it's just maybe a myth. So how we can collaborate, what we can do to build a very nice ecosystem, right Satish? I think this we not need everybody to chip in, at least few few minutes or few seconds before we finish this. What kind of collaboration we can do, how we can take it up?
Basically, Sar's vision of trying to create a bigger partnership is very right time. And he has to undergo a lot of pain points. But he is the pain point. Collaborate with, suppose if you want to give a hospital here, you need to be in touch with clients, any big people, and try to invite them and offer them one piece of mind. For example, if you want to build a school, you talk to 5 or 6 people and try to offer one piece of land for the school, one good school. So, I talked about everybody gets everything inside. So that is one way. So, Iran part, when they did that project, they did that. And Iran himself said that they are not willing to come. So I offered the plot at a very low price. And they come in, because of that they come in, there are many things. School coming in, a good school coming in, they will bring in more people inside. So you should create magnets everywhere. So that to attract the people. This is one way of collaboration.
Very good.
With full heart of good intention, you have to create a sustainable thing. Like you have water conservation, you have a sewage treatment plant. There should not be any halfway. See, the problem with our developers is, and they don't go to the end of main connectivity. So they drop down somewhere due to some reasons. There might be problem. Funds may be issue, this may be issue. But you keep it as a project. See, this is the whole project. Give one, you make money. Go to the one. The Dubai model is very good. I have gone into one project. This is a very big project near the airport. So I want to buy one plan. I have gone there. So their pricing also is so nice. Because wherever there is a public space, like park or greenery or swimming area, that particular facing that particular this thing, that they price it high. They give it as a 4-bedroom. If you don't want to spend 4 bedrooms, then they give 2 bedrooms behind. So you may have to walk down. So these are all very intelligent way of
pricing,
maximizing your realization. You have spent quite a lot of money. 200 acres, I know. I'm also doing a small real estate business where we use 3 acres, 5 acres. I know how much it takes to buy 200 acres. It's not an easy job. And the moment it comes to the price will go up by 2 or 3 times. And then things will not happen. So you have selected a good place along the road, and the little deep inside doesn't really matter because you are trying to provide everything. And you should attract a good hospital, a good school, and a good hotel. Like if you are going for a hotel, you should call a top hotel, like around the world,
restaurants.
Yeah, Anandas. It's not that great. Anandas. See, I want to make a she wasn't very good.
No, even many of these, this yesterday Hilton was saying that up to 300 hotels in India on the budget level.
I saw it. That's what I tried to come. In Damak, they have a hotel inside. They have a hotel inside. The hotel is extremely good, sir. Because the people are coming. Some of them are not willing to stay with the guest. So, they put a hotel room and they stay there, they come out and they have the food, everything, they go around. This is you have to experience it, you have to see all the project before you start it. You have to visit it.
Thank you.
Singapore பார்த்ததான் அந்த
Singapore வேற economy.
No, I agree on Dubai. It's coming up with a lot of small
we had the chance to do for.
Singapore is vertical, sir, and this is horizontal. We have the luxury of being horizontal. Regular apartment so you have to keep one place for apartment, and that see how they get the realization, higher profit. That is something you have to look at it. Send your son and understand.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for sparing your time, and it's a wonderful discussing. We also want this conversation over the dinner. We have a dinner arranged. We want every one of you to be part of it. So please join us for the dinner, and we'll continue the conversation. And we have, lot of thoughts, ideas. Still, we can continue to talk about it. Thank you so much for being here. It's a wonderful evening. Thank you once again.